Once again, welcome to our ninth edition of our free AI and digital marketing lessons. And today we are going to focus on how to make any character talk with AI in minutes. And as I said earlier, I believe most of you have seen videos of babies singing, dancing, and doing all sort of funny stuff, which is great. And this is something that is going to help you with your business, with your education. If you're a teacher, this is something that you are going to use to help your student. And so, without wasting a lot of time, let's dig in right away and let's get started. I'm going to share my slide as usual. You know how I like to do this. I share the slides. We go through the tutorials. We go through the theory part of things so that you get an understanding of what we are about to do today before we go into the demo sessions where we get our hands dirty. And so let me share my slide and then we can proceed. So for today, we are going to talk about how to make any character talk with AI in minutes. And, we want to lip sync them so that they can actually talk like the way you talk. So when you look at their lips, you can see them talking as if, they are real, they are the ones talking, but that is called a lip sync. And so that is what we are going to focus on today. And so now you no longer have to spend a lot of money on animators, right? It costs a lot of money to hire these people to animate characters like cartoons and all that. These days you don't have to do that because we have AI. And also you don't have to spend a lot of money on expensive software. The software that you need to do this back in the days very expensive. You need to spend a lot of money, plus you need that technical skills and high expensive animators to do that for you. And apart from that, having the expensive software plus having the experienced animators, you still have to spend hours and hours of man hours, you know, just editing these videos. And so AI has simplified that, and we can do this in minutes, like 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, depending on the use case, depending on what we are trying to achieve. And so in this training, you are going to learn how to create images using free tools like ChatGPT, um, Nano Banana from Google. I mean, we've done that in our previous lessons. So if you don't know how to generate videos, I mean, images, you can do that. You can go and watch one of our videos on my channel, and this is easy. Everybody knows how to generate videos these days, and so yeah, we're going to learn how to do create images and then use these images to create videos. And this is a game changer for people like content creators, those of you who manage social media accounts for your clients, for other businesses. This is a game changer for you because you're not going to spend too much time creating all this valuable content for your customers. This is also going to be good for teachers. Teachers, it helps you to illustrate, with animation, teach people to understand things, and also for coaches and consultants. Because if you have something, a course or something that you want to explain to people, having explainer videos really helps to, uh, get people engaged to follow the course. And so that is good for educators. And this is also good for people like authors, people who write books, they talk about, um, cartoons and all that kind of stuff, movie, people who direct movies, who create movies. This is a game changer for you. You are not going to spend that much money as you used to do back in the days. And the last group of people is for business owners. So if you're a business owner, this is good for you because you can create your own short ads. You can create social media content. You can use your own avatar to talk about your product, about your brand. And so Before, you have to hire somebody, you go to Fiverr, you're not gonna pay less than $500, right? But now you can create this in minutes, and you can automate this using workflows. This is like advanced level, which we're gonna talk about it later. But you get the point. And so today we are going to check some tools, and then after we check the tools, we are going to go straight into um, talking about how to use these tools to create the videos. And so let's go. Let me share my, uh, yeah, let me reduce this. Bring it in. Alrighty. All right. So, all right. So, yeah. So this is your host, Eric Baykes. And as usual, those of you who are regulars here know what I do. I'm an AI consultant and a digital marketing expert. I work for my own agency, which is called BayksCloud Consultants. We help IT businesses with their lead acquisition and AI automation. And I'm also a life coach at Luminous Consciousness, which is my coaching business, and I help people to see their blind spots. I empower people to, people who want more in life, people who are stuck in life. And so that is life coaching. I help you to see your blind spots. We discover opportunities and what have you, moving from level 1 to level 100. So let's go with this now. That is out of the way. So why AI lip sync changes everything, right? A single static image is now the starting point. So you don't have to go through the traditional method of, coming up with a video idea and then thinking about this and that. And you cannot even do it yourself. You have to give it to an experienced marketing company to do this for you. And so this is really good. Lip sync, a single static image is the starting point for a compelling professional video content with no camera, no animation. You don't need any studio. You don't need expensive software. The AI lip sync transform how creators and businesses produce video at scale. And so, what does it do? It turns a single image into a fully talking video. And you're going to find out that there's no traditional animation required, no experience or software subscriptions, even though there's a caveat here, right? You're going to need some paid subscriptions, and you're going to need some AI credits if you are doing this on a large scale, because nothing is free at the end of the day, right? There's no free lunch. And also, all these companies, they need resources to help, to generate, to help you to do more research and all that kind of stuff. So you can get some free versions, but if you are a content creator and you are doing professional work for your clients and all that kind of stuff, you need to get like a paid subscription. And you can create content without ever recording yourself. Like you can have a faceless YouTube channel, or if you are camera shy, you can use your own avatar to create your own brand ads on social media, like quick videos, like up to like a minute or so. You can create videos like that, and this gives you a high impact use cases like brand mascot speaking in ads. And so brand mascots are like the characters or whatever, the people that you use in your brand to make ads. They can be doing ads for you. Talking books characters, that's what I was talking about, authors, right? You have cartoons. It's easy to make cartoons, movies. People have YouTube, faceless YouTube videos where they have a story where it's only cartoons or caricatures that are playing, right? And they are talking and they are doing things as if, this was done by an experienced animator. Educational explainers, as I told you earlier, faceless YouTube channels, and sales videos and VSL. Even though here, this one, sales videos and VSLs, I will put some asterisks on it. There's a caveat here because VSLs are video sales letters, and usually they are very long, and you need a different tool for that. And we are going to have a lesson on that. If we want to create like a faceless YouTube channel, or we are going to create a VSL, we need longer videos, like maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes. These tools cannot do that. These ones do short videos, short form videos, right? And so that is something that we are going to discuss or have a session on within the next few weeks. Also, social media short posts. I've talked about this already, and personalized client messages. Now, what does this do? Now, this is 10 times to 20 times faster production than what we used to do traditionally. You generate content in minutes, not in days, and you're going to see that. There is also 90% cost reduction. Talk about animation, animators, right? It costs a lot of money. Even video editors. Come on, guys. When I used to edit videos, you get people editing just 10 minutes of video, and you can go to Fiverr right now. You get somebody editing 10 minutes of video, and this is raw. By the time they finish, it's only like 5 minutes. They charge, I mean, anything from $50 to like $1,000, depending on their experience and what they are going to add to your video. And you can scale content at large. There's no limit here. It's all about having the credit, having that technical know-how to do this. And so this is great news for everybody. Now, the tools that we are going to discuss today, I selected three particular tools, and the reason is that they are easy to use, and also they are they are the best out there. Even though there are other ones, we cannot talk about all of them because each AI tool has their pros and cons, right? And so I selected these tools for a reason. And also, I didn't want to bring any tool that I don't have a full subscription, even though not everything that here, for example, for Hedra, I don't have the subscription anymore. And I'm going to explain to you why. So we have Hedra, which is it's an AI video generating platform built for styled and creative outputs, ideal for experimental, artistic content with strong flexibility for creators pushing visual boundaries, beginner friendly entry point into AI video. Yes, I love this tool because you can add your own audio, you can add images, and there's so much you can do. You can create like different scenes, like you have a starting frame and a finished frame and all that kind of stuff. So this is one of the tools out there. It's slightly expensive. They used to have a free version. They don't do anymore, and so now it starts from, I think, $10, and it goes all the way up. Just a quick disclaimer here: I'm not I'm not sponsored by any of these companies to promote their tools. I just use these tools. I love them, and that's why I'm talking about them. And the second one we want to talk about is a marketplace. It's an AI marketplace, which is called Fall AI. And this is the primary tool for today's demo, right? It delivers high quality AI avatar generation with strong, accurate lip sync and fast rendering. Best in class for creating convincing talking characters quickly at scale. Now, AI for AI is not just a particular AI. It's a marketplace where there's huge number of different AI tools which have APIs which have been integrated with Fall AI. And so instead of signing up with all these different AI tools, you can just have Fall AI and kind of leverage the other tools, and it's like pay as you go, so it's not like a monthly subscription. For me, I use for AI because I can be on a monthly subscription for let's say Claude, or let's say Hedra or Google View 3, and I might use it once in a month or twice in a month because I've got so much going on. And like I said, it's not every AI tool that can be used for a particular use case, right? And so it all depends on what you are trying to do. And Google View is the advanced AI video. I think it came out last year, latter part of last year. It was raving. It had a lot of good reviews, and it's an advanced AI generation with cinematic realism and high quality motion designed for future ready workflows where production quality rivals traditional filmmaking. Premium access, powerful results. Now, this is recommended for people, content creators, right? If you are doing professional stuff for big companies, for your clients, and you are charging them premium, you need to be using Google View 3, right? It's better. It gives you professional, high def videos. And this is my favorite because it's very affordable. It's pay as you go, and Hedra is also in the middle. Now there are other tools like Sora 2, which is also good. I've used Sora 2 before. I think I did a demo on it about 3 weeks ago. We're going to do another demo on it. It also has its pros and cons, and so there's no silver bullet when it comes to these AI tools. Let's move forward. And which tools should you use? It depends on your use case, and this demo is going to give you an idea of which of them that you have to go with, and also um, this is like a foundation for you to start your own research, right? I believe in always researching into things once you get a baseline information to really decide which one works for you. So, what works for me might not work for your use case. And so, you always have to do your own research to find out which works best for you. So, not every tool fits every workflow. Use this comparison to match the right platform to your goals, budget, and technical comfort level. Most creators starting out, like I said, for AI, it's cheap, it's affordable, and also delivers one of the best, results out there. Best for balance of quality, speed, and accessibility. So we have Hedra. The mod cost is moderate. As I said, when you come to fall, it's pay per use and it's scalable. And Google VO3, it's like their flagship, which is the latest. They started with View and then they had the version 2. Now they have the version 3.1. That's the latest version. When it comes to speed, Hedra is medium. I would say 4 is also medium, even though it's fast here because it depends on which module and also which AI tool you are using. But in general, I think it's very fast. And Google View is medium to fast. Best for creative AI video and start content. That is Hedra talking avatars and lip sync. And this is just for this particular use case. But in Fall AI, you have a plethora of AI tools and different use cases. You'll be blown away by the number of AI tools out there. And like with everything, there are niche down specific AI tools for different stuff. So like architects have their own AI tools. If you are a singer, there's an AI tool. It's like there's AI tool for almost everything, right? And for cinematic AI videos, you want to go with Google View 3. It's also good for those of you who do YouTube videos. It's also good for creating B-rolls that you can never find anywhere. You just give it the prompt, and it's going to help you do that. Duration, video duration, short to medium. Even though with 4, you can always adjust it depending on how many frames and I'm going to explain that to you. But then again, it all depends. The longer the video, the more expensive it is, right? And also, this is for short cinematic. And this is one of the most expensive tools out there, whether you are getting it from 4AI or you are getting it from Google directly. It's really expensive because it's quality video and ease of use, beginner friendly. I think all of them are beginner friendly. Google View is also beginner friendly, so it's kind of intermediate. Now, let's go to the next slide. And so we are just about to start the demo right away. This, we are going to upload, we are going to create an image. For time's sake, I've already created my images. You know how to create these images already. So I'm not going to go, start all over again. Like I said, if you don't know how to generate images, you can go to my previous videos that I've done, and we are going to generate text or video like prompts. We are going to record an audio, which I've already done that because, like I said, we only have 1 hour, and usually we have like 40 minutes for our demo. So I'm not going to do that, but I've done something like that for you to see. And we are going to generate a video, and then we can download the video, and then we can post it. So that is what we are going to do today. And once we are done with the demo, we are going to come back here and then finish off. So without wasting much time, let's dive in with immediate effect. So let me go here first. Like I said, I'm going to put this websites, the URLs in the description below. So after this demo, you're going to have access to all this information. So the tools, as I said, Hedra is number one, and then Fall AI is number two. Right now, the reason why I have this tool here is that Hedra has an API integration with Fall AI, and their version, the version in Hedra, I mean in Fall AI, is called AI Avatar, and that is why it's here. So instead of having a full subscription with Hedra, I prefer to be here because, like I said, I use different AI modules for different things. And so coming here, having everything in 4AI helps me to pick any kind of AI tool that I want to use. And then we have the Google VO3, which you can find, in Google Labs. I like to get it from Google Labs, from Flow, or you can get it in Google AI Studio. They are all scattered all over the place. Plus, you can find it on Fall AI as well. So basically, it's about two main tools, with Fall AI being the middle of all these tools, because you can find all these tools in Fall AI, which is pay as you go, and it's affordable, and you can have so many things you want to do. Now, guys, if this is driving home, you are getting value from this, please drop "this is so powerful" in the chat. Let me know. Get me motivated. Let's go, guys. If this is, valuable to you, let me know, because without you telling me, I don't know what I'm doing. So please let me know if this is valuable to you, if you are going to use this in your at your work, for your clients. You are going to apply this in your business. Let me know, and let's move on to the next one. So, first of all, we are going to go to Hedra. Hedra is the website that I want to show you. I'm not going to go deep in there. They used to have a free version. Now they don't. And so I'm not going to go into that, because that is not the focus of this particular demo. But now, if you go into pricing, now the basic is $10, for the first month, and then it moves on to 15. You got the creator, which is $30, and then you have the 75 for professional, and then it goes on and on and on and on and on and on. The second tool that I want to talk about is the Hedra version in Fall AI, and which is the AI avatar. And so you have it there. You don't have to sign up over here. You can get it from here with using your credit. And as you can see, I have a credit of $16.23, right? And let's go to the second tool I want to talk about, Flow. Now, if you go to Flow over here, we have the Flow URL, right? Like I said, Google Flow, you can get it from here. The VO3, you can get it from here. You can also get it from the Google AI Studio, where they have tons of different AI tools for different use cases. Like I said, I'm not gonna go here. I prefer accessing it from Flow. And Flow, this is the home page. When you go there, it tells you to create your Flow. That is when you log in, and it gives you this screen, right? And so when you sign up, and the good thing is that you can always get free credit, which refreshes every 24 hours, right? So now this is a fresh account for this particular demo, because I burnt my credit last night when I was testing this. But you get 150 credits, AI credits, and it resets, refreshes every day. And so you can play around with it. This is also free. I like it because there are some certain features that you may not find in Fall AI, or it might be too expensive for you. So you start here. If you like it and all that kind of stuff, then you stick with it. If not, then, or you can master things here with a free credit, and then you can start using Fall AI, once you master the whole thing. And then we also have the Google VO3 in Fall AI, right? As you can see it here, it's like one of the most expensive here. For every second of video you generate, you'll be charged 20 cents, right? And so if you generate 5 seconds video, it's gonna cost you $2. So if you generate 10 seconds, it's gonna cost you $4, and they adds up quickly. And you never know how, the first shot, is it gonna be like the best video or not. And so that is why, I try to use the free version on Flow. And then once everything is good, then I can bring it to Fall and make sure that the prompt works, everything works, and then I can generate. So without further ado, let's go. So the first one we are going to do is, let me make sure that I'm following my script. And so the first one we are going to work on is going to be um, the Google View 3. Now, with Google 3, uh, if you want to start, you go to projects. So we're going to start with a new project, and then it's gonna process. Now you see here, it says create image. So the default, you have the image here. Remember Gemini, right? When we did creating images, we use Nano Banana. Now it's also here. So if you wanna create images, this is one of the flagships of Google for creating images, powerful images. You have the Nano Banana here, and you can even select the Pro, or it gives you the option to select the Pro or not. And you can select the landscape, how you want it, right? Whether you want it portrait or you want it landscape, the output, if you want 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 output, it's all going to depend on the credits that you have. The more outputs you want, the more credit it's going to take. So I'm going to put this on 1, right? And like I said, with Nano, you can have Nano Banana, or you can have the Pro. The Pro is more advanced than the regular one. And then there is something called, there are other 3 options here, right? You have the frame to video, that is just having the beginning of the frame and then the end of the frame. And so that is like you supply, or you provide an image that is going to be the starting of that video, and then the end frame, which is also going to be an image. And then in between, you are going to give that prompt what you want it to do. And so it's going to start with the video, and then it's going to continue, and then till the end, and finish it with that. Now, one thing I love, and the second one is the text to video, that you just provide any text, just like creating an image, you provide a text and you tell it what to do. This is so powerful. I think when it comes to text to video, Google VO 3.1 is VO 3.1 is like the best out there. The fact that you can give it a prompt, it takes that prompt to generate the video, crystal clear video with high def, and it's just phenomenal. And so that is one thing I love about uh, VO 3.1. Also, the best part of VO 3.1 is the ingredient aspect, ingredients to video. Now, when they say ingredients, it's just like, when you are cooking, right? You have your tomatoes, you have your salt, you have your pepper, you have your onions. So the ingredients, it's about combining multiple images, right? You give, let's say, a table, you add a road, you add that image, you add that character, whatever you want in the video, you blend all of them as ingredients, you upload them, and then once you upload them, you can give the prompt as to what you want to do. And so let's create an ingredient video, right? Because I've already done some of this, because it takes time. I've already done some of this with, like, for instance, I used the frame which was just two characters to create this one here. Um, I also did this was just only two frames, right? It's just these two guys plus me, and that's the frame. But that is a different account, and as you can see, this account has only 10 credits, so I'm not able to do everything because I wanted to do this before coming to this demo so that I already have it. So now let's use ingredients. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add, let's say, I agree to that. I'm going to add I'm going to add this guy here. Now, this guy is called Max, right? Max is a business owner. Max is a business owner who is struggling. For my ideal client profile, Max is a middle-aged IT business owner who is struggling with clients. And so he's always drinking coffee. He's got a rusted hair and all that kind of. I put this in ChatGPT and I asked it to give me an idea of a struggling MSP owner who is, who doesn't have leads and their lifestyle. And ChatGPT came out. It's a Caucasian within 35 to 45, and they drink a lot of coffee. They are very ambitious, they are very positive, but they are struggling. And so that is Max for you. So you save it, and then I come here and then I add another ingredient, which is going to be Atlas. Now, Atlas is an intelligent owl, right? And I asked ChatGPT to give me a cartoon or a character that is going to talk to Max and is going to advise Max about where to go and get help. And so he came up with this idea about an owl with, blue eyes and golden feathers and all that kind of stuff. So Atlas is like an expert who knows everything about the IT and also about how to acquire clients. And so I'm going to save this. And and the reason why I'm going to add the third one is going to be me, right? I'm going to add myself, and this is going to be a still image. And so the reason why I want to do this and show this is that, let me grab my image. So this is me sitting in my studio, right? Right here. And so I'm going to add this. And the reason why I'm using these three different characters is that I want to let you know that you can generate videos using your own image, your own AI avatar, or your an animal, anything that you want it to move or anything that you want it to talk, you can do that. And so all that I'm going to do is that I'm going to provide a prompt, and I've already come up with a prompt. And let me grab that prompt here. And so the prompt is that the scene one, right? And I'm going to talk about scenes. Um, um, I'm going to talk about what is it? I just lost that thought right there. But I'm going to talk about frames per second. And so for Google VO 3, for Google VO 3.1, the maximum time you're going to get is about 8 seconds, right? And so if your text or your prompt the instructions is more than 8 seconds, it's gonna get short and you're gonna see that. And so it runs up to 8 seconds. And so what I did was that I kind of broke it into three different scenes, right? And the first scene is that it's 8 seconds and it's Max frustration. And so this is what I'm going to do. The scene one is Max who is having issues, and this is the prompt that I got from ChatGPT, right? So I'm going to put this in Flow and let's see what it's going to create. So, and the reason is that I started playing with this and I kind of put everything together. It wasn't doing it the right way. So it's all about tweaking and training. That's why you always have to get your hands dirty, because if you don't apply the knowledge that you've learned, you're not going to see all this little hiccups that may come up. And so just playing around with it, I realized that this is what I have to do. Before, when I started, I was putting the whole prompt in there and it wasn't giving me the results I needed. And so now I have the first prompt. Max is the only one who is going to be talking. Everybody should keep their mouth shut. That's what I told ChatGPT. So I'm gonna add this. And listen, this, and I selected my. I also selected my speed, right? You can select your speed here. If you want fast, it's fast, right? If you go for quality, it takes more credit. And so, what you do when you are testing out all this stuff is use the lowest consuming credit model so that you don't burn everything, right? So, that is it. And so, just to let you know, and also the aspect. I selected 16 by 9. You can also do it vertical, like portrait for mobile phones. And so this one, I want it to be that. And so now here is what we have, right? Max is in his office. He is frustrated. Now let's play this and listen.
Why is getting good clients so hard? I've tried everything referrals, cold calls, even ads. Nothing's predictable. Why is getting good clients so hard? I've tried everything referrals, cold calls, even ads.
Let me
Nothing's
know in the
predictable.
chat. Let me
Why
know
is
in the
getting good
chat if you
clients
can
so
hear.
hard? I've tried everything referrals, cold calls.
So let me know in the chat if you can hear because I turned the desktop speaker on, and so I want to know if you can hear me. So now we finished with the first one, and we want to add more scenes, right? Because this is a longer video. So over here, you see here, there's a scene. Now, if you don't like this, you can go back to edit and change something. It's all going to burn your credit. Now, let's see how much this took, right? It took 20 credits, right? And so now we have 130 credits left. And so we want to add another scene. And let's go here. And then it's going to load. I'm going to grab my second scene and I'm going to do this flow. And so the second scene. Now, once you say second scene, it gives you that button to add, or you can jump to, if you have so many scenes, you can jump to another scene. But since we have only one scene, we are just going to extend. And then I'll put that prompt in there and then we run it. And so let's see what's going to happen. And then let me grab my third. All right. Thank you guys for the feedback. You can hear the audio from the characters. So that is great. Thank you for that feedback. And so the second prompt, as it's running, this is Atlas talking, right? Atlas is saying that okay, create an 8-second animated video in the same modern office settings. Atlas, the owl or the cartoon, flies in from the top right, gently flapping and lands next to Max, right? And then blah 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 blah. This is the prompt that this is his voice, and so it says, "Stop chasing cold leads. The smartest MSPs use systems that attract right clients predictably every month. Speak to my friend Eric. He can help, right?" And so let's see what it's going to do, and let's see. Okay, what happened? I'm not sure. Okay. Um, I still didn't do it.
Why is
So,
getting good clients so hard? I've tried everything referrals, cold calls, even ads. Nothing's predictable.
all right.
Why is getting good clients so
So
hard?
I
I've tried
believe that
everything
we're not
referrals,
supposed to.
cold calls, even ads. I've tried everything referrals.
All right. So I believe that before, because I left the page, that's why it stopped. So let's go back to grab the scene two, and then we will stay there till it finishes. So that's our prompt. Let's go. I think we have to stay on the page. Once you move away, it stops. I don't know why it stopped because it didn't use the credit. Now it's using the credit. So hopefully we're going to get something good from here. And that is why I usually always want to do this before I come to the class. Otherwise, it takes time and we might not be able to go through all the use cases. And so I do this before, and then the ones that take too long, I save them on the side so that I can show them to you how I did them. But let's wait and see what we are going to get. And so just to explain this to you, if you want more than, let's say, 8 seconds of video, then you need to use scenes, right? And this is something that you might not find in other tools. So every tool has their pros and cons. And for this one, I said that I wanted a 24-second video. And so that means that I need 3 frames. If I'm working with VO 3.1, then I need 3 different scenes to do that for me. And so let's see what we are going to get. Okay, so now we have this guy. Let's see.
MSPs use systems that
So now this is the other one.
attract the right clients predictably every month. Why is getting good clients so hard? I've tried everything: referrals, cold calls, even ads. Nothing's predictable. Max, stop chasing cold leads. The smartest MSPs use systems that attract the right clients predictably every month. Why is getting good clients so hard?
So
I've tried.
so now you can see, right? And that is something, a little mistake that I did. And this is why prompting is so important. And why is that? Because the first part I said everybody should shut up, right? Except mask. Except mask. Max is supposed to be the only one talking. But the second prompt, I didn't give that. So you still see Max open his mouth when Atlas was talking. And so these are the things that you do, that you correct your prompt. I can go to edit and change that, but that is going to blow some credits, which I need for this demo. So I'm not going to do that. And so I want to add the third one. So let's grab the third prompt, the third scene prompt, and then let's see what we are going to get. I will say that da, 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 da. I will say I'll add this to the instruction. Both Max and Atlas shouldn't be talking. In this way, we avoid the issue with the lip sync and all the mouth that was opening shouldn't with the previous slide. And so let me grab this and then I take it back to flow. And so I'm going to add another scene. Let me move this guy somewhere here. I'm adding another scene, extend, and I'm gonna drop it. And then boom, let's see what happens. Okay, now, okay, credit is being consumed. Fingers crossed. Let's see how this goes. Guys, if this is giving you a lot of value and you are loving it, please drop some love in the chat for me to see. Drop some love. Let me know if this is valuable. Okay, so it's giving me this might violate our policies about generating prominent people. Please try a different prompt. So I believe that it's talking about me as because of the name that I put in there. And so let's see. Um, talk to my IT, talk to my MSP friend, right? Because I think, I don't know, I'm not sure, but I believe that Google is flagging this because of the name that I used. And so this is something that I can research into it. If I really want to use names, I can research into it why this was happening. But let's go. Let's see if this is going to work this time. Okay, so this dismiss. I'm not sure why this is giving us this issue, but let me remove this guy here. Let me remove this prompt here. I believe this is what is causing the problem. Um, Max, da, 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 da. Camera smoothly pans. Eric's ready. All right. So um, I would say image male instead of Eric. I would say male instead of Eric and see if this is going to resolve that issue. Um, I never saw this coming yesterday. I never got any of these issues here. So um, let's see. I've fixed all the Erics. Let's see what's gonna happen. Hopefully, we're gonna sail through this easily. So yeah, this is gonna work. And so, playing around with these things, you learn so much because this is not gonna come from anybody, right? This is why you always have to get your hands dirty. This is not gonna come from anybody. If somebody is teaching, they are not gonna be talking about all these little things. But when you do things yourself, you're going to bump into all these hurdles, and it's all about troubleshooting. And right there I knew that it was because of my name, right? It could be a privacy policy issue. Google doesn't want to get into trouble, so they are trying to cover their backs by doing that. And so let's see what we are going to get, and then we will play it, and then we will move on to our main tool for discussion for this session. um, this is so important. I wanted to run this with you because it's a free version that you can use to train your your prompt, and that is why I spent so much time on this one. But let's try and see what we're going to get this time. Um, so right now it changed me, right? It changed me, and now look at what it's done. But you get a whole idea. So let's see. um, Now it didn't use my image, it's using another image. I can go here, I can edit it and all that kind of stuff. But let's see. Now
So
it's not
hard.
even.
I've tried everything. Referrals, cold calls. I've tried everything. Referrals, cold calls, even ads. Nothing's predictable. Max, stop chasing cold leads. The smartest MSPs use systems that attract the right clients predictably every month. Ready to build your MSP's growth engine? Let's talk. Book your strategy call. Why is getting good clients so hard? So
So
hard. I've tried everything. Referrals, cold calls, even ads.
let's go
Nothing's
back
predictable.
to
Max,
flow.
stop chasing cold.
So now we can see our project here. And so let's extend it and then play it full. Let's see how many seconds
Every
do we
month.
have. All right.
Ready to build your MSP's growth engine? Let's talk.
So now,
Book your strategy call every month.
so
Ready to
we
build your MSP's
built
growth
it
engine?
into
Let's
very
talk.
different.
Book your
But
strategy
if
call
we go to
every
the
month.
project, we can see the scene builder. We can see it like okay. Okay, so let's start here. Now we can get the full 24 seconds, right?
Why is getting good clients so hard? I've tried everything. Referrals, cold calls, even ads. Nothing's predictable. Max, stop chasing cold leads. The smartest MSPs use systems that attract the right clients predictably every month. Ready to build your MSP's growth engine? Let's talk. Book your strategy call. Why is getting good clients so
So you
hard?
you you get the
I've
whole
tried
point,
everything.
right? You get it. The last part didn't work properly as expected because of the policy, the privacy issue that we're getting. And so, like, look at what the kind of images it added and all that kind of stuff. I can go back to edit it and fix it. And this is why you always want to play with the free tools to make sure that this is working, your prompt is working before you use um, a paid version. Now, as you can see here, we have the watermark VO3, right? If you are doing a professional work or you are sending this to your client, you don't want to have this watermark. And this is here because it's a free version. When you do this in Fall AI, that watermark is going to be removed. And so that is it right here. When you come here, all that you have to do is text to video, right? You can do text to video. You can do um, uh, text to video fast, and then you can do image to video. That is what we just did. We can do the same thing here, and then image to video, which is the slow version, which takes more credit. And then you come here, you just put in your prompt, just like we did. You put in your prompt, and then you select your aspect ratio, whether vertical or horizontal, the duration, and then you add a negative prompt. Negative prompt is just going to be the video instructions. What are the people doing in the video, right? Like for here, you can describe the background. They are in New York downtown. They have like yellow caps all over the place, those kind of stuff. That's how you put it. And then you can decide to do it at 720 or 1080. The more you do, if you select the highest version of the pixels or the resolution, is going to charge you probably double of that. I leave everything else the same, and then I run control. And that is it. And so you can select which model you want to use. And that is VO3 in Google, right? Now we have 5 minutes to the top of the hour. I might go another 5 minutes more. Now let's go back to our main tool, which is the AI avatar. And this is Hydra in Hydra in AI avatar, right? And so here we have the single text TTS, right? And that is text to sound, no, text to speech, right? TTS, and then multi text to, so single TTS stands for just one person doing the speaking, right? And the multi is two people or three people, whatever. And then you have the multi audio, which is giving your audio to it. And that is why I like this version, because in View 3, you cannot give your audio, but in Hydra you can do that, and that's the feature they have over here. And so we are going to start with a single one here, and as you can see, you can choose your image. So I come here, I go to my downloads, I'm going to pick this image here, and I want to put my text input. What do I want the image to say, right? As you can see, this old man here is talking about spend more time with people that you love, blah 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 blah. So let me go to my my prompt, and I have the run one here. So this is the audio text. So let's say if you are looking for, if you're looking to create, yeah. So let me grab this and I'll go here. And so this is the text I'm going to put, right? I post it here. And then I'm going to give the instructions of the prompt. And the prompt is that, this is the prompt. It's a man in his office speaks warmly to the camera using hand gestures to invite viewers to reach out for marketing help. So that is me trying to tell you guys that if you need help with your marketing or you want to learn how to do this, you can, ask me to do it. So I'm going to put that here. Now, just for the sake of time, I've already done this before, so it doesn't make sense to do it again. I can run this and I'm gonna get it, but since we don't have much time, this takes like maybe 5 minutes to generate. And so this is what I did, but I'm gonna show you the end product of this. And sorry. Let me show you the end product of this. So I have it here, and you are going to
Spend more
see.
time with people who make you feel alive and less with things that drain your soul.
Oh no, sorry. I will do this. I will do this because I use. So let me run this. I'll run this. It's gonna take time. Hopefully, it doesn't take too much time. But I'm gonna come here, and also this is the multi TTS, right? That is where you have two people talking. So as you can see, you can hear this kids talking. You see the prompt here, and then you see I don't know what I'm eating. As you can see, here you can select the first text input, right? So this is the first character talking, and then the second person talking will also be here. There's not much. Let's say you have 3 or 4 people, you cannot do much here because this only allows two, right? And the prompt is two kids having lunch, okay? And you can listen to them talking. Let me see if we can choose our own to do that. So I'm going to use this guy. Um, let's see, I was supposed to add, uh, let's do this. Let me see here, and then choose other one. No, so this gives me only one image. Um, I thought I sent these two images here, but okay, right. It's still processing. And let me show you another one, which is going to be the audio. The audio one is here. Um, blah, 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 blah. So let's assume, and why do you use the audio version, right? The audio version is if I want to use my own voice about something, so I can record my own voice on my phone, whatever, and then send it to this, and then add my image. This is going to speak like me. And so I will show you how this is done. I'm going to choose the image I want to use. So the image will be my image here. And then the audio, I'm going to choose audio which I've already recorded and put on my computer, because it takes time to do this, right? So this is the audio for demo, and then that is my audio source. And then I'm going to put the prompt that I want this to do. So over here, I say a man in his office speaks warmly to the camera. Same prompt, just like the one before, right? And I will put this in here. Um, this is the prompt. I put it here, and then you can go here, and then yes, this is the number of frames, right? Every second is um, 25 frames, 25 frames per second. And so if you want to generate, let's say, 10 seconds of video, that is 250, right? And so in this case, you put 250 here. That is if you want to generate 10 seconds of video. Now, the more you select, the more credit that gets burned, right? I'm not going to do 250, and this is going to take more time to generate. And so this is the number of frames. That is what it does. I will leave it at 480 pixels. If you double it, it goes up. Your credit is going to double up, and the seed, I will leave it as is. Acceleration, I will leave everything as is, and then I'll click run, right? When I run, this is what I got. So I have this already prepared, but this is what is going to happen, and I'm going to share that video with you. And this is it.
If
Uh-huh.
you are looking to create your AI avatar to do faceless ads and social
You see, this was just for about 6 seconds or so, right? Let's see.
if you are
This
looking
is
to
five
create your
seconds.
AI avatar to do faceless ads and social
So this is just 5 seconds, right? 146 frames. So this is how it works. I use my own audio, and it's my own voice and then my own image. And so this is the part that I love. So I can do so many videos, so many ads, without me being on camera. I just use my audio, recorded audio of whatever I want to say, plus my own image, and boom, voila, I'm done. Um, for the double. So now I'm on top of the hour. It's 12 o'clock. I still have about 10 minutes to go. So let's do this quickly. I was going to look for two character image, but I didn't import it to this computer. But so let me go to Google and find something. If I can get two images, two animals, image. So let's see. Because if I say I'm going to use I'm going to do it with if I'm going to do this with generating an AI, it might take too long. Yeah. So here I'm going to put this. I'm going to save this animals and I'm going to upload it into this multi speaker, right? And so let me select the image of these two animals. And then what I'm going to do is that I'm going to put what they are saying. And so going back, I don't even have to multi characters. Let me come up with something. Um, all right. So, um, hey, my friend, how are you doing? Um, friend, how are you doing? And then the second one is going to say, I am doing wonderful, right? I am doing wonderful. And then this is the prompt, right? This two uh, two antelopes, whether they're antelopes or gazelle, I don't know. Two antelopes having a chat in the um, Serengeti forest in Africa. I've just made something up, right? So let's run this and see. And then I'm going to go to my single one and see. You see, it's still running, right? If I try to refresh, it might not work. I mean, I might have to start all over again. So, like I told you, this takes so much time, and that is one of the disadvantages of using the AI avatar, you know, versus using this in Hedra. Hedra, you would have gotten results right away. And so there are pros and cons. If you want, affordability, it comes with some of this stuff. And so it takes time, but you saw how I did the audio to video, and you saw the video over here. Let me move my thing here. So as you can see, I have the audio to video here, and I also have the text to video, which is what I'm doing again. I'm doing the same thing again. I hope, with whatever I said over here. Now, the difference is that this video, let's listen.
Spend more time with people who make you feel alive and less with things that drain your soul.
Now, as you heard, this is not my own voice. And so if I don't mind or I'm using any kind of image, then that's fine. But if I'm using my image, then I want to use the audio to video. That way, it's going to look and sound like me. Otherwise, if I'm using any other character, then I can just use the text to video. Let's say if I want to use this cartoon to say the same thing, then I can use that. So you get the whole point. So let's go back and see what we are getting, whether we have a result from here. But this is going to be like I want to show you how this will look like. And yeah, just for the sake, I can go to explore. I did this before. And so with two different characters, I did this before. So I can go to my history and I am going to show you what I've done so far. So over here, I did the two characters, right? And you can see that is the AI avatar multi text, right? And so if I go
Another
here,
day, another cold call. Why is getting good clients so hard?
Max, stop chasing leads. Let the right clients come to you.
Another day, another cold call. Why is getting
so this looks like what we did in VO 3.1, but this is using Hedra's version, which is the AI avatar multi TTS, right? In Fall AI. So this is what we are trying to run, and it's taking forever. But if I'm able to do this, if we are able to get this to render before the end of this session, then you will see the video. Otherwise, I don't know. I might have to share it somewhere for you to see. But it's going to be interesting to see these two gazelles or two antelopes talking, right? It's going to be amazing. But I don't know if this is going to generate the image for us right now. And the sad thing is that, if you want to refresh, it might not give you, it might have to start all over again. So what I usually do is come here and then I refresh my history to see if this has been generated. As you can see, it hasn't been generated. The last time I generated stuff was 14 hours ago. And so, yeah, I will keep on refreshing till I get the latest version. And so, as I said, if I hadn't done this before this training, this would have, you wouldn't have seen anything, but at least you can see some things I've already done, and that's how you do this stuff. And so I hope this was very valuable. I hope we can see this before we sign off. But it's gonna take time. I mean, yesterday I've tried this a couple of times. It depends, but takes about 5, 10 minutes, and sometimes even 15 minutes. And so it's a little pain, but that is what it is. Otherwise, you have to be on VO3, pay the premium, about $200. I'm not sure about the price, but don't quote me on that. But if you want to pay for the premium versions, that's it. Otherwise, if you are not in a hurry, then you do it in 4AI and you can get your results. But you've already seen the results that I did. Let me play it once again. This is audio.
If you are looking to create your AI avatar to do faceless ads and social
Right. And so I could have increased the frames of this, right? I could have taken it to even 1 minute, but that means that I have to pay, I have to use more credit. And this
spend
is the
more time
best.
with people who make you feel alive and less with things that drain your soul?
And this is something that will, you do from text to video. So just to recap, right? To do this, one, generate your image. And two, feed that image in whatever tool that you want to use. Add your prompts, select your frame or the time, and voila, you're done. That's it. It's so simple. It's so easy. A caveman can do this. So easy. So I hope this was very valuable. I hope I could generate this. Maybe I will share these videos. I told you once you refresh, then boom, you lost it. And so that is why I don't usually do that. I forgot and then I just refresh. So sorry about that. I was waiting to see how this was gonna come out, but I'm sorry that we couldn't get that. But you get the point, you get the idea. Come back to this video if you want to follow the same steps and do stuff. I'm going to have the prompts in the description below. come grab them and go test them out yourself. You have access to via create a Google account if you don't have one, and then use those links to go there, sign up, and that's it. You can start playing around to see what works and what doesn't work. And so we are back to our demo, our slides. And so if you are ready to use this for your brand, let me know in the comment section below. And whether you are a business owner looking to automate content creation, or creating or a creator building a scalable AI system, there's a clear path forward. Let's put this technology to work for your brand today. So for business owners, if you are busy running your business, you don't have time to be doing all this stuff, right? Like they say, if you need bread, go to the bakers. If you are going to spend time, you wake up in the morning, you are going to spend time to prepare the dough and bake bread. It's going to take you a longer time to do it, right? Even though if you can do it, that's fine. But then if you're a business owner and you don't have that time, we can help you to create your brand mascots and ambassadors that you can use for your ads. We can help you with your ads. If you're a book, or if you're an author, book and publishing characters, we can help you with that. If you need marketing campaigns, videos for your brand, we can help you with that. Daily social media content, we can help you with that. And if you need video sales letter, we can do the same thing for you, even though not with this one, but we have other tools that we can help you with. And you don't have to go through the pain of setting up all this stuff, right? You focus on running your business, and we handle all this stuff for you. And for you creators out there, if you are ready to build your own AI content system, get personalized one-on-one coaching to master the tools to develop workflows and launch a scalable content engine, I can help you with that. We can have, a one-on-one strategy to determine what you're looking for, and I can help you. I can guide you, and I can coach you to up your game with video content creation workflows. If you need a custom AI video workflow, like I said, I have different kind of workflows that you can leverage on, and the kind of platforms to use, and the kind of AI for different use cases. I can help you with that, and we can help you with the link is going to be in the comment section and in the description section. So always come back to this channel, and you can see my calendar. You can book a call, and we can have like a 30 minutes call to see if you are the right fit for us to work together. And so that is it about this session today. And as usual, your AI video system starts today. The barrier to professional video content has never been lower. So there's no excuse for anybody, right? There's no excuse. You content creators, educators, business owners, you don't have any excuse. Even if you cannot do this, you can do it very affordable. It's very cheap to do this, right? You can start free using Chat GPT, Nano Banana to create your images, and VO3 to create your videos. And you can scale fast. You start with one character at a time, and then you make it better. I'm gonna have another session where we are going to discuss how to create your own avatar so that you get consistent character all the time, that you use this particular character to generate videos for a long time. And I advise those of you who are doing professional work like the content creators to go pro with any of the tools that you are using, because that eliminates the delays and all those kind of stuff. And so yeah, this is the end of everything that we've done today. Like I said, if you want to book a strategy call with me, the link, my calendar is in the link below, in the description below. So once again, um, yeah, subscribe to the channel if this is your first time. If you are not a member yet, subscribe so that you can get notifications of my live and new videos which have been that have been uploaded. We meet every week on this channel, same time, 11 a.m. EST and 4 p.m. GMT for those of you in Ghana and in the UK. Like this video, please share with your network. This is going to help somebody, a student, an author, a business owner. They are going to thank you. Like and share, subscribe, and comment in the comment section below. Not in the chat, but in the comment section below. If you have any questions, please drop it there. I check the comments every day. I get notifications. I personally answer them for you. So before we go, let me check again if we have this video done. If not, yes, now we have it. So let's see what it's saying.
Media posts. If you are looking to create your AI avatar to do faceless ads and social media posts, if you are looking to create your AI avatar to do faceless ads and social media.
So yeah, there you have it, right? So now, the mistake I did was to refresh that video. Oh, that one is also done.
Hey,
So
my
let's
friend,
see.
how are doing?
I am doing wonderful.
Hey, my friend, how are doing?
I am doing wonderful.
Hey, my friend, how are doing?
I am doing wonderful.
You see how easy this was, right? I forgot to bring those two images I wanted to use for this demo. I just went to Google, grabbed two images, a photo of two characters. I uploaded it, and now, boom, we have a 3 seconds video. And I believe the reason why it's only 3 seconds is because I kind of refresh and it kind of stopped doing that.
Hey, my friend, how are doing?
I am doing wonderful.
Hey, my friend, how are doing?
That's it. That is it. And so I hope this. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I thought I was showing you this. I wasn't. Let me show you again. This
I
is
am
what
doing wonderful.
Hey, my friend, how are doing?
I am doing wonderful.
Hey, my friend, how are doing?
I am doing wonderful.
Boom. So you see how easy this is to do. And so now you have all the tools, you have all the arsenal you need to create wonderful short form videos for your social media, for your ads, for anything that you want, doing cool videos for your clients, for your own business. There's no excuse nowadays since we have AI. And so I hope you're going to put this into practice. Practice this, get your hands dirty. That is the only way you are going to master how to make videos for yourself. And so without further ado, thank you very much for sticking around till this time. And I apologize for going over again. I always want to show more. Time is not on our side. So thank you very much once again. I will see you next week with a different thing. It's going to be a banger. So please make sure you are here same time next week. Until we meet again, it's namaste. Thank you. Bye bye. To be continued.